All right, welcome back, Weather Kingdom. I hope everybody's having a great day. If you are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. We have some stuff to talk about today. In this update, we're going to be taking a look at the potential snow event tonight into tomorrow across the Northeast. I know everybody's been talking about Sunday, and I'm going to talk about that, but not in this one. I'm going to kind of wait into tonight while we're going to have a bigger and better live stream tonight, hopefully with some audience and some people. So give me 1 second. I'm just getting some stuff all situated. So we're going to be waiting for some people to join in today's video, and then we're going to get right into it. It's going to be a short live stream, kind of an update on what we're going to be talking about tonight and why I'm actually going live tonight for quite a bit. All right, so just give me 1 second. We're getting everything situated right now here. So let me get that going. How's everybody doing right now? I hope everyone's doing pretty good. So, all right, we're not talking about the Sunday system. We're talking about tonight into tomorrow system is pretty important. So what is going on here is a very big understanding. So give me 1 second. I'm getting Epic Pen here because I know that's going to be a very important thing. If you guys are joining the stream later tonight, please feel free. So what is going on here and how is this all going to play out? So basically, all right, let me get that going. Let me get the GFS. We're going to go into Central. We're not even going to look at the mesoscale. We're going to kind of go into here. So what are we expecting throughout tonight? How is this all playing out? So this is about around 7 o'clock tonight. And we got a bit of lift, okay? And I did it wrong here. So we got jet streaks. If you guys know what a jet streak is, it helps to spread out the moisture. It's helped to amplify lows and precipitation. All right, I'm doing all right. And right here, this is around 7 o'clock. Why? Okay. Huh. I don't know why it's not. All right, give me 1 second. I'm trying to get my Epic Pen. What in the world? My Epic Pen is not working. All right, I guess we're gonna have to do this a different way. So this is about today around 7 o'clock. We got a jet streak here. You guys can tell by the trough right here, right? We're gonna be. I don't know why my Epic Pen is not working. All right, there's the jet streaks. So the brighter the colors, the more better this system is going to have a chance, okay? We're going to go into about 1 in the morning. And look what the model is showing. We got a very good amount of lifts in the atmosphere. Very strong winds aloft. That's going to help to create some moisture and some divergence in the atmosphere, okay? And the GFS shows in the purple up to 140 plus to 160, even 170. That is actually very good. That means we're going to have a low pressure developing, trying to develop just south of here. The brighter the color you guys are in is the heavier the precipitation rates can be. And as we go into 7 in the morning tomorrow, we got a jet streak across eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York City, Long Island, upstate, a little bit of upstate New York, Massachusetts, and along the coast, okay? We got a positively tilted trough right here. This is going to help to pretty much create divergence, some cloud cover, and it's going to help to create some moisture. And as we continue throughout the afternoon, the jet streak actually gets a lot stronger. And this is going to continue to be expected. So rates out of the snowfall event is going to be a thumping of snow. This has a very good chance of being an overperformer. Okay? Don't take my word for it. But the chances are there. And this is not the only model. If we keep going, the jet streaks get better and better throughout the night. And then we get our little event across the Northeast. This is not the only model that's showing this too. As we get into 7 p.m., we got the jet streak on the European. It's about 1 in the morning. It shows that purple developing. That's going to help to create some pretty moderate snowfall rates, okay? And we do see this get a bit stronger around 4 in the morning, even 7 o'clock of a jet streak. So this is going to help to create some divergence, some lift in the atmosphere, and it's going to be very important to keep an eye on this, okay? I would show you if the herd does have it, but the herd doesn't have jet streaks or anything like that I can see. No, just dew points. We do have that here. If we look at the humidity also, like the dew point temperatures, dew points are going to be in the 30s. Not too good. It's going to be, a very powdery snow. This is going to be like big flakes, powder like snow. Temperatures, if you're along the inland, is going to suffer to get out of 32 degrees, okay? If you're looking at the humidity, that humidity will go up pretty dramatically here, believe it or not. In the heaviest precip, you're looking at humidity around 95 plus. So that's going to create some very heavy snow bands within a spot. I do think there's going to be a strip of 3 to 6 inches, to be, in my opinion. Visibility also, while we're looking at look at some of the visibility within here. You're looking at less than a quarter of a mile or half a mile in front of you in visibility. In some spots, you won't even see a quarter of a mile in front of you. So some very, very uplifting snow potential here. When we take a look at the precipitation on the HER model, this is the latest HER. We're going to kind of take it back. Look at that. We got a band of strip of snow around 1 in the morning. We're going to get some lighter snows to begin. That snow will continue to move on. But you see how right across this region here where my cursor is, as we go on with the hours, it kind of just sits there with some lighter snow. All right? We got another piece of energy coming from behind. And this kind of combines into one, and we start to talk about some light to moderate snow now. So it's going to be quite a few hour period. And we do see some of the snow to get even more amplified. But there's going to be a sharp cutoff too. we're going to be having an attempt of a low to develop. So, Scott, I live in Reading, PA. Looks like we are a good spot for some snow, hopefully. I'm actually not too far from there, and yes, I do believe we're going to be talking about some pretty good snow tomorrow. All right. As the herd continues, it does look pretty amplified. If we look at the timing here, we have other models to look at too. But when we look at the timing, you're looking at the development of this around 8, 10 o'clock in the western parts of PA. This will come around like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning across the eastern Pennsylvania. And then we do see this continue to come into the Lehigh Valley. You see where it kind of stalls right there. And then we do see that snow band get a bit heavier across the southern Pennsylvania. And that's not even it. You're talking about potentially 1 o'clock. And then you're talking about it's still snowing around 1 o'clock the next day across eastern Pennsylvania. So in the heaviest banding, you're looking at it could be snowing for about almost 24 hours. No, about like 10 hours. My bad. About like 10 hours or so. A very good chance of some pretty good snow with a low developing off the coast. That continues to move, and then we're really talking about the cold air. What does the snowfall look like if this is a 10-1 ratio? And believe it or not, you're looking at some pretty heavy precipitation here. You're looking at, on the HER model, a very aggressive, but not out of the realm of possibility. A lot of the models do show this up to maybe, let me make sure I'm not getting into the next system. So that's actually the next system. So alright, so this is the snowfall. Look at this. From back near Reading, Pennsylvania, you're looking at about 2 to 4 inches. But there will be a band here where we're talking about 5 inches, even some spots up to 5.7, 5.5 inches, almost 6 inches. So I do believe there will be a spot of 3 to 6 inches. And I wouldn't be surprised this overwhelms, because we had scenarios like this where the models underdid. And hopefully, it might underdo, you guys, to be honest with you. The models did it last time in the December storms where we overperformed by 2+ inches. And it's not a bad snow event for tomorrow. Okay? Keep an eye on it. I'm just saying we're going to be live tonight about this. But this is the latest wrap model here of the 18Z. It likes that snow too. It likes to develop that frontal-end snow. Kind of combines where that snow persists the longest. We're going to be looking at some areas. And then the wrap model really likes to get that snow developing. I know I had a few people hoping for snow in Baltimore. So when we're looking at some of the snowfall totals here, if you're along Long Island, Long Island doesn't look too good with the HER model. And I personally don't think tomorrow's system will be producing any snow. Maybe a few flurries, but I think if you guys are in the inland areas is where. Baltimore, Maryland, maybe a coating to an inch. Okay? Nothing too much. Reading, Pennsylvania, I see 2 to 4, 3 to 5 inches out of this. The latest wrap model does like that snow to develop and then persist. And then we get into that heavier snowfall. And the total snowfall accumulations here are pretty aggressive here too. Another model, this one gets it a little bit closer to New York City with about a coating to an inch or two. Long Island, maybe just a few flurries to a half an inch. Inland areas like New Jersey, Believe it or not, up to spots of 6 inches of snow across New Jersey, central New Jersey. So keep an eye on this, you guys. Even back in the PA, up to 4 to 6 inch event. I really wouldn't be surprised if tonight I make my snowfall map and I put like a 4 to 6 inch event out of this. When we take a look at the latest NAM model, the NAM model does like the development of this, and then kind of conjoins, and then boom, you see that heavier precip, but it never snows in Long Island. Okay, very interesting. The total snowfall out of this, it's a bit more inland. Now New York only getting maybe just a trace to about a coating. Hi there. What does east of Charlotte looks like in North Carolina? Okay, we'll be talking about that in just a moment. Let me just quickly finish up with this model here, and then we'll take a look at that. Why can Long Island get anything? I do not know, to be honest with you. I wouldn't throw out all your hope, okay? We are talking about a Sunday to Monday system, too, that has a bit better trends along the Long Island area. So do not throw your hope away just yet. But the model does show, spots of getting up to 3 to 4 inches. Even some spots up to 5 inches out of this model, too, the NAM. So keep that in mind. Some pretty interesting data we are seeing. NAM 3 Cam likes that same snow idea, and then that heavier to persist. And that snowfall is about the same, a little bit, even ticked a little bit less, about 3 to 4 inches out of the model here. So keep that in mind. Yes, no problem. Okay, no problem. And then that snow continues to move on there. Okay. Let me now take a look at the next question here. Is about North Carolina. What's going to happen in North Carolina? That next system has trended a bit better. I'm pretty sure here. Yeah. From 12Z to 18Z NAM, we are talking about a little bit more of a bigger event. Keep this in mind, you guys. We're also talking about a chance of a nor'easter here with snow in the south. I don't really want to talk about this, but you said, I feel like when there was a big storm, it just messes us. Yeah, I know. It's not a big storm, but you said Charlotte... Okay. It's too close to call for North Carolina, but it does show some potential snow here, and this would be more encouraged. But believe it or not, if this scenario does happen, this would be in the Courage down here, but in some parts of the Carolinas, and this is only one model run, but like Raleigh area and stuff shows about 1 to 3 inch event. So just letting you know, everywhere else about no snow. Maybe just a coating. So I do not know exactly where you are talking about, but give me 1 second. I'm going to look for your exact town here. I'm doing this off the... Alright. So you are about here. So you're about okay, so you're in this area. So you're expecting out of the NAM model 1 to 2 inches. But look at the last run, you had nearly nothing. So it's been changing. A little bit better run this time go around. Other models really don't have much for you either. So I'm expecting maybe just an inch out of this. It's just too close to call just yet. But there's a little bit of information there. Okay. For tomorrow's system, yes, no problem. For tomorrow's system, we're going to look at some other models. This is the FV3, kind of has that, and then that heavier precip continuing to move along here. Total snowfall to that, about a 2 to 4 inch event. You got some 3s and 3.5 inch event right there. So keep that in mind. This model really goes off. I don't know about this, but this one's to say it kind of collides. We get some very heavy precip. This could easily happen throughout tomorrow and then kind of sits there. But, I mean, this model says you're talking about 6 to 8 inches. I think that's a little bit overdone. Why is the storm so hard to forecast? It's sneaky little one, isn't it? Yes, it's very hard to track because the models honestly suck. I'm going to just be straight up with you guys. The models have sucked on this system, and they just haven't been able to get a grab on it. So, yeah, I know, 2 days out. And not tomorrow's system. Tomorrow's system has continued to trend better. But the Sunday system is another story to talk about. Okay? The latest herd just came out with the 19Z. Let's just take a look at that. And yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Very good snowfall. If the viewer is seeing this on the latest 19Z compared to 18Z, it's actually a bit more heavier. So we need to keep an eye on this, you guys. Could this be an overperformer of 3 to 6 plus inches? I see a possibility on that one. Okay. The European, all right. European likes the idea of about a 2 to 4 inch event right here through tomorrow. Look at that. Boom. They do have winter weather advisories, by the way, popped up here. I do expect these to extend. They do have about, in the winter weather advisory here, about 2 to 4 inches, so keep that in mind. I do expect these to move a little bit more south as the day continues to go on here around today, so keep that in mind. Wow, the other one really amplifies this one too, with up to 3 to 6, up to 7, even 8 inches in spots. So keep this in mind, you guys. This storm has continued to amplify in the last couple runs here in the latest model. So keep this in mind. And this could be a sneaky storm tomorrow. Look at that. Boom. Alright. So, I'm going to be ending this video, you guys. This weekend, storm probably will not even produce winter weather advisories for North Carolina then. Yeah, I can't lie with you on that one. We're going to have to wait and see, you guys. But I'm going to be heading out. I have work in about 30 minutes. I'm going to have a stream tonight. So if you guys are tuning in right now, I will be having a stream tonight, probably around 10 to 10:30 with some 0Z data on this system and then the next system.